Hi. As several of you know, because I shared it with you, I recently had broken no contact. I'm back on my path again, and it's all good. But there are some ramifications that you suffer when you do that, and I want to share them with you. I do, because it's very important that you know what might be coming, right? So number one, you may live the entire breakup all over again. And it's not the same, maybe, level as the first breakup or the second breakup or the 77th, maybe in your case, who knows how many times, right? But there is a sting. There is a sting. And the sting is at least more so than if I had just maintained no contact and suffered a different kind of sting. That's a different kind of constant sting when you're in it and you're like, I can do this, but okay. I maintain that I need my journey. So I'm not saying that I regret doing that, but I do feel the need to bring forth to you the information that I experienced, because going forward, I venture to say I will make a different decision. Right? So that's number one. You may relive the entire breakup all over again, because remember, just because you don't go back with them, just giving them an opportunity to talk, they could triangulate you and talk about other people. They could gaslight you. Things come up, tell you you're nuts. They could, pardon me, silent treatment you again. You're going along, you broke no contact, you think, oh, wait, it's been long enough. Can we be friends? Back and forth conversation, back and forth. Suddenly, they're off the face of the earth again. Or they don't answer your questions. Or they word salad you. Or they circular conversation with you and you get frustrated. All of those things are likely to happen now that you've broken no contact. It's like reliving the breakup and the relationship all over again. Number two, their voice could trigger you. And when I say that, I mean it. Some of us, we like each other's voices. It might trigger good memories. And I'm not saying you can't hold on to good memories from somebody. The thing with a narcissist is we have to be careful not to let those good memories overtake, overshadow, and completely deplete the bad things that happened. That can happen. That can happen anywhere in life. You had a job, you hated, you quit it, 10 years later, you think something happy about it, it's a fond memory. I'm not saying you have to lose or erase good memories, but we have to be careful for them not to overpower. A voice can be a very big trigger, or seeing the person, sight of the person, hearing the person. It's a very big trigger. It really can, especially if you like their voice. It's hard. Number three, now they know the door is open. That might be all they needed. I'm sorry. That might be all they needed. They just wanted to know that you were still there as available to them. That's all they needed. And the thing is, okay, so I have a girlfriend that puts it, I'm a visual learner, so it helps me when she says they have their foot in the door. Picture their foot in your door holding it open. That might be all they needed. And now, whoosh, they might disappear again. But they know you're still on the bench as a bench warmer, right? You let them in. You let them in. And that's disheartening to me. I don't want someone to know that they could just come in and out and bestow upon me abuse or any of the things I just mentioned, gaslighting, trying, any of that. I don't want anyone thinking that I'm here for them to bestow that upon me. That is irksome to me, that the person now thinks they have a foot in the door. Because in my mind, they don't. It's final. We won't be together. But really, the actions that you show when you break no contact shows them in their minds that there is possibility. You follow what I'm saying? It does. It just does. It's how their brain works. You answered, you met them for coffee, whatever. And it's all of our own journeys. I'm just trying to relay to you what happened. These are the things that I thought of and experienced after my no contact, okay? So that's number three. Number four, your flow in your life that you have going can definitely be ruined and interrupted greatly when you break no contact. Trucking along, I was trucking along in my fabulous, simple, quiet little happy life. And I was maintaining no contact. I broke it. All of a sudden, there's angst in my life. I don't have any angst. I have a very happy life. But now there's angst. It's like driving along on a country road, let's say, and you hit a deer. Poor thing. I'm just saying. That's going to ruin your day. You had a nice little country drive going. Maybe you were going to a resort. Nice. Now you hit a deer. The breaking no contact can be that severe of a disruption to your flow that you have going in your life that you worked for. It's disruptive. It's not a simple, ooh, let me just answer. Let me just see what he wants. No, that's not what it is. It's hitting a deer on your nice country drive. Number 5, you have to reset to 0. And that can be disappointing. You have to reset to 0. So if you were going along and you made it 9 months, 9 years, 9 hours, 9 days, whatever the case is, it's an accomplishment to go no contact because it's extremely difficult for all the reasons we all know. It's extremely difficult. And you have to go back to 0. It's like an addict who took a drink. They have to count back. They start over. They could be 18 years sober. And if they take a drink, we've all seen enough on addictions and programs and documentaries, they count, their count starts over. So it's like you lose all that progress you made. And that bothers me. That bothers me. That does bother me. Yeah, I don't like the fact that you have to go back to 0. But you do in all reality because you did break no contact. So you had them in front of you or talk to them or whatever the case is. Now you have to go back to 0. Number 6, reason what happens when you break no contact, or reasons maybe not to break no contact, it makes them happy. It makes them happy. It gives them supply. You're giving them supply. Even if you answer the phone to say, don't call me again, oof, they got to charge. Because that's how it started with me. And it just incensed him more. Gives them a charge, makes them happy. They now know you're still on the bench. And remember, they may very well have texted or called or knocked on the door of 10 different people. You just answered. Maybe the other people didn't answer. Maybe they're on to them and they didn't answer. So it makes them happy is number 6. Number 7, it makes you sad. There's a sadness because it chips away at you again. They gut in again, and even, like I said, I maintained and I remained. It doesn't matter. It still feels like they chip away. They took another piece. They took another piece because of all the things I just mentioned. Even if it ends as now no contact again, and now you're going to block them, and now you're really going to do it, and you're never going to... They got in again. And that's bothersome to me. I don't want to make them happy, and I don't want to make myself sad. I don't want to do either one of those two things ever again concerning the narcissist. I don't want to give them supply. You don't want to allow them to think that picture that foot in the door. Once they get that foot in the door, then they know in another month, they can come along and make you sad again and take another piece of you and take another chip away from you. It's like shaving pieces off of us every time they come around. Shaving off of us, the flesh. Some of them, we have to remember that we are human beings with feelings, and we did have feelings for this person. So I beyond understand that no contact for every single person going through this journey is exactly that, their journey, their own journey. And wherever you are in it, I just want you to remember these things I've mentioned, because when you break no contact, a lot comes. And it's not always pleasant. And you'll find yourself upset again, and you'll find yourself wondering, is he going to call again? You'll find yourself checking your phone again. You'll find yourself waiting to see what's going to happen. Maybe he changed this time. You'll go through all of that, the gamut. You'll go through all of it. And I'm not saying it's pleasant. It is very unpleasant, is the point I'm trying to make. It's not a pleasant experience once you break no contact. Nothing is waiting for you different than what happened before in the relationship. So I just want you to think about these things. If you have it coming upon you and the Hoover starts, try to stay strong if you can, if that's your journey, because all of the things I just mentioned will definitely come upon you, and they bite at you. They bite at you. All right. Bye.